All right, welcome back to the first session of the product management. Okay, so the very first session that we are going to be studying, it's less about product management and it's more of a motivation session, or you can say orientation session. Now, why do you need orientation or a motivation session? Because I know a lot of you may not end up completing the course. I've seen a lot of students that they start from the very initial of any course, but by the time it's time to end the session, a lot of you drop. Okay, so this orientation session is to ensure that everyone coming in the session completes the session. So eventually, I want the completion rate to be really high. So I'm looking forward for the same energy from you guys, and let's get ahead. So before actually getting onto the orientation session, a very small doubt that a lot of people have is that product management is only for engineers. Some others will say it's for designers. And is it so? No, definitely not. Anyone from any background can understand product management, though it be BTech, MTech, BBA, MBA, pharmacy, BCom, BCA, psychology, or any other domain. Everyone can study product management. Though, now product managers actually work in two spaces. One is problem discovery and then solution delivery. When it comes to solution delivery in tech companies, you do need to understand some tech. So I do agree that people from tech background have some added advantage, but that's not always the case. And every time you need not to know how to code, but some basics of tech so that you can get your work done from your tech team. Okay, so need not to worry, we will study this product management in a way that even school kids can understand what product management is all about. So let's get started with the orientation that we want to do. Okay, orientation is very important, so that you all can stay motivated. So first tell me, how many of you get distracted very easily? In the comment section, how many of you feel that you get distracted easily? Pause the video and let me know in the comment. All right, so this orientation is not just restricted to product management that you're studying right now, but all types of orientation in life. It's the problem solving. It's going to solve all your problems in life. Okay, though you're not able to meet your family expectation, relationship with issues with family, friends, or whatever, you're not able to move on after your breakup from your girlfriend or boyfriend. I often refer to relationships, not because I'm a relationship guru, but because these are the things that excite kids, students to, like, they just get activated when you use these terms and jargons. So just to excite you guys and hook you guys in the session. Okay, how to wake up early in the morning, how to study hard. There are hell lot of problems that everyone faces. So you are going to be getting solutions to all the problems in life. Any problem, we are here to solve it. All right, so let's get ahead and understand how you will solve the problem. There's a very interesting pattern that I will show you, and I have prepared this pattern specially for you guys. And after you visualize this pattern, you will automatically understand or get the solution to all the problems in your life. Okay, so are you excited? If you are excited, let me know in the chat section. Pause the video and let me know in the chat section and show me how excited you are actually about it. Okay, let's move ahead. So preferred language for now would be English. If you all want me to cover these topics in Hindi as well, so let me know in the chat. Maybe I can re-record these videos in Hindi as well if sufficient people comment for in favor of Hindi. All right, so let's get started on the actual thing. So let me know, raise your hand if your favorite subject is maths. Raise your hand if your favorite subject is maths. Raise your hand if your favorite subject is physics. Again, if it's marketing, raise your hands. Or if your favorite game is cricket? Raise your hand. The common word that you might be seeing every time is favorite. So, the question here is what's the reason behind few things being favorite? Why does it happen that few subjects are your favorite subject? Few games are your favorite games? Or maybe few friends are your favorite friends, or what you also call as best friends. So why few subjects or games are favorite, but few other subjects or games becomes boring? You don't like certain subjects, certain games, certain people, but at the same times you just love certain games, subject, friends, people, and a lot of things. So can you think of any possible reason why does it happens? Why it happens that you love sleeping but you don't like studying? What is the motivation? What drives you in that way? Can anyone of you think? If you get the answer, let me know in the chat. Pause the video and let me know. Let me also understand what is your opinion on this, right? So now I'm going to show you a pattern that I have made right here so that you can understand why few things in life turn out to be favorite and why few things in life are boring. So we will take a very oversimplified example for understanding this, and along with that, a lot of things that we will study, I will do storytelling, though it be technical or non-technical. For both, we will do storytelling. Why storytelling? Because storytelling helps you to remember things for a long period of time. Okay, so the story right now that I'm going to be starting is a situation wherein you have completed your 10th, completed, and now you're moving to your 11th standard. Okay, you're moving to 11th standard, and we know how suddenly life changes when you move from 10th to 11th standard. Now you have to prioritize certain subject, physics, chemistry, maths, or sometimes biology. Okay, so the situation of the story is that you've just transitioned to your 11th standard and it's your first day at or school or your coaching institute or coaching institute. It's your first day. So this is the situation, and now let's get onto the pattern that I want to share. So the pattern is very interesting. So it's your first day, you go and you study physics, chemistry, and math, and we will observe this pattern for a week's time. So let us understand. So it's your first day, you've studied physics, chemistry, math, and right when you come back to your home, what do is, it's a very oversimplified story, so you have to just focus on the pattern and not actually get into the technicalities. Okay, so very first day you come back from your home, you give P1, priority 1 to physics, priority 2 to chemistry, and by the time it's time to study maths, what happens? Oh, I'm tired, or maybe it's dinner time, I feel sleepy, and you skip maths. Now what will happen on Tuesday? As Tuesday comes, your immediate reaction is, oh, I have missed maths yesterday and I want to complete maths first. But when you sit to do maths, you realize that, okay, I have not solved the problems yesterday, so I'm not able to solve even today. So I will have to cover my Monday's topic first, then only I'll be able to do Tuesday. And then you feel, okay, this process is going to delay my work. So you end up doing physics and chemistry first and second, and again, maths gets skipped. Now, what happens on Wednesday? Oh, as you will realize that I have been skipping my maths from Monday, Tuesday, so I immediately need to do maths first. But again, same thing will happen. As you sit to do maths, you'll realize I have been missing maths from 2 days and it's getting hard for me to solve questions, so you end up doing physics, chemistry, math. But maybe sometimes on Wednesday or Thursday, something really interesting will happen. And somehow you will convince yourself, ki, let's skip maths and park it for Sunday. I'll do this on Sunday. Skip Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then comes Sunday. Maybe you may not study on Sunday, but what do you do on Sunday? You wake up late, then maybe visit relatives, meet friends, go to market, maybe hell lot of work you have. And what happens at the end of the day? Day ends and you have not solved maths once again. You've not solved maths once again. Now, something interesting is going to come. Let us expand this from week 1 to week 2. And you see, maybe on Wednesday you just solved physics more. Now, let us expand it a little more. For 6 weeks, what do you see? We've given more time to physics, little lesser time to chemistry, and no time to maths. So what happens after 6 weeks if you evaluate? 42 times you've studied physics, 29 times you've studied chemistry, and 0 time to maths. Now, not just for 6 weeks, let us repeat this pattern for a year. Okay, let us just calculate. So what do you do is multiply entire data by 365. So what happens is you've studied physics for 15,330 times, chemistry 10,585, maths 0. Now tell me, the question that I initially asked was, why do few things turn out to be favorite and few things turn out to be boring? And when you ask people why is it that physics is your favorite subject, so they'll tell you, oh, because physics talks about real life applications, it talks about galaxies, planet, quantum physics, a lot of things they will tell you. And at the same time, when you ask why don't you like maths, so they'll tell you, oh, maths is boring subject because you have no real life use of things that you study. You don't have real life. Where do you use a plus b ka whole square? We don't use it in real life. So that's the reason why it's boring. But is physics favorite because it has to do something with the subject, or there is something more to it? See, physics becomes favorite or interesting subject because you've given more time to physics, and maths becomes boring because you have given less time to maths. So next time when you visit your family, or maybe you talk to a kid, and when he tells you that, okay, this is my favorite subject, so understand that subject is his favorite subject not because it has something to do with the actual content in the subject, but because he understands, because he had spent more time in understanding that topic or the subject. And since he understands, he has acquired more information around that subject, that is why it is his favorite subject. And if somebody says that this subject is a boring subject, or this topic is a boring topic, that simply means they have no information, they have not spent time around that topic. That is why they find that topic to be a boring topic. Got it? So you know more about the topic, it becomes favorite. Knowing it more makes it favorite. Magic is in the information and not specifically in the subject. Subjects are not favorite and boring. You just know more about that subject or a topic. That is why it becomes favorite. You don't know about a topic or something, it becomes a boring one. Okay, so now the question is, how is it related to the core topic that we started? So we will understand that by one more example I'll share you, and then we will relate back things to it. Okay, so now the very important question that you need to ask yourself is, okay, I did a mistake, I have a habit, I have turned something to be favorite, which is not going to help me in my career. Sleeping late, okay, waking up late in the morning. So I have formed a habit that has happened over the period of time, and how do I reverse it? How do I make maths favorite again? How do I make maths great again? So, to understand this, first we need to understand this word habit. It's a very good word. Pause the video and let me know the meaning of habit. What's your take on the word habit? Pause the video and let me know in the chat. I'll tell you what's the meaning of habit without telling you the meaning of habit. Let's say you remove H from the word habit. A bit. You remove A, bit. You remove B, it. So habit is something that does not go that easily because it is formed over the period of time, because you've given so much of time in forming something, so it does not go that easily. So what do? Now you have understood when something has formed over the period of time, so you cannot reverse it in one day. Physics has become your favorite subject because you spent years of time. So you cannot immediately make maths your favorite subject. So what do? You reverse this pattern. Let's say for week 1, you studied physics 7 times and maths 0 times. So week 2 you can do physics 7 times, maths once. Then for week 3 you can do physics 7 times, maths twice. And then slowly you can keep increasing the frequency of maths. And that is how you get back your command on maths. Now coming to the basics that we were studying. Let's say you want to wake up early in the morning. So how do you go about it? How do you wake up early in the morning? How do you form this habit? Very simple. Let's say currently you wake up at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So if you plan to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, it's very hard and you cannot do it that easily. So what do? You decide for next week 1, I will wake up at 8:45. Slowly reversing the habit. That is how you form habit. For week 2, you wake up at 8:30. For week 3, you wake up at 8:15. And slowly you reverse, and week end, you wake up at 6 a.m. So, you know that things form in a patterned way. So you reverse them as well in a patterned way. Okay? You reverse your habits in patterns. Similarly, you want to move on from something. Okay, from a relationship, your boyfriend, girlfriend, family member, somebody left you and you're not able to forget them. So how do you move on? Very simple. Let's say you were giving them maybe 5 hours of your day in thinking about them. Next week you give them 4 hours. Again next week you give them 3 hours. Again next week give them 2 hours. Okay, slowly reverse the pattern. And how do you minimize this time from 4 to 3? By engaging yourself in something else. By engaging, maybe going out to play, maybe reading a book, maybe playing games, maybe watching TV, scrolling, whatever. There could be multiple ways of delegating your thought on something else. Okay, same thing goes for family expectation, relationship issues, how to study hard. Maybe you can only sit and study for 1 hour. For next week you can plan for 1.5 hours, then 2 hours, then 2.5 hours, 3 hours. And that is how you slowly increase the frequency. So now I'm damn sure that you all might have understood that how do you change your habit. You might have understood the power of pattern, that how do you decide the right things to spend time more on and where to eliminate your time. Okay, and following this fundamental rules and patterns that I've shared, you can reverse any pattern, anything bad that you're going in life. You can reverse any pattern that is actually going to affect you in a wrong way. Now, just for a motivation, go and listen the song. So you click on this image and it will redirect you to the song. So I have attached the link of the song in the video. It's going to motivate you, and the agenda of this is also motivation. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Let me know any doubt you have. I'll try to, whether it's related to the topics that we have studied, or it's related to the course that we are covering. Anything that is bothering you, let me know in the comment section. Also, two things. First, this PPT that I have used, the PDF of this will be attached in description. Okay, it will be attached in description. Okay, then feedback. Do share the feedback. I have attached the link to the feedback form in the description. Do share the feedback form. Indirectly, feedback is going to help you, because when you give me feedback, I will optimize myself, my PPTs, my teaching style, or whatever. And if I am optimizing that, it is eventually going to help you. So I do record content in advance. So maybe the feedback that you give, you may not see immediately in the next session, but maybe in next to next session, you will get that optimization. So I'll make sure that you go on the feedback form. Whatever you want to say or share it with me, do write it down in the feedback form. Okay, you can also let me know in the comment section. I'm absolutely okay with criticism, critical feedback. Especially I love critical feedback, because that is what helps me to improve more. And at the end, these are my social media accounts. So you click on these images and it will redirect you to my LinkedIn page, Linktree, where you'll get my entire portfolio. It's my blog. You can connect me on Instagram. You can connect with me on YouTube. And if you want to share anything around product management or anything, do go check out my LinkedIn. You can tag me there as well. And at the end, thank you so much for all of you for attending the session, and looking forward for a detailed session on product management in this course. So the next session, or the topic that we would be studying, is it would be introduction around product management. So you'll get basics, you'll get to know basics around product management, and slowly we'll deep dive into the topic. So thank you so much. Let me know in the comment section if you really like the video. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, stay motivated throughout the session, and see you all in the next session. Bye bye.